welcome everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back to another stream with Adobe Live. My name is Arabela. I am here with the fabulous Lizzie Darden.
Hi.
Thank you all. If you are watching from yesterday, I noticed a couple of familiar names in there. Hi Jordan, hi Lindsay, hi Alberto. And Tim is over here in here as well. I'm excited to see what puns he's going to come up with today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hi, Michelle. Let us know where you're watching from. We're here in San Francisco. It was super cold this morning. I was freezing.
It was.
I'm sure for you, you're like freezing. You're from Florida, right?
I am. So big temperature difference.
Yeah.
Brought one jacket, making it work. Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, we've got a lot of fun things planned for today. This is day 2 of, photo retouching with Lizzie Darden. Thank you to VideoVal for another Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. Make sure to watch the replay of that because you can submit your challenges. We'll be reviewing those in about an hour and a half. And then we've got Lizzie until about 11:30. Julian with the XD Daily Creative Challenge right after this, and then Alex for a packaging design stream at noon. So a lot of fun things planned. Just want to remind you guys that we do have our usual chat and win in about 30 minutes. So you'll get a chance to win some stickers from Sticker Mule. So stick around and be active in the chat. Make sure to answer or ask questions. Lizzie would be happy to answer anything relating to photography, process, retouching, all of that good stuff. So
Bring it on.
Yeah, and then just to remind you guys, the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge for today was to create a custom pattern or texture using the Define Pattern tool. And then you can apply this pattern or texture onto any sort of space equipment, or you can apply it to your space badge, not badger, you guys, badge that you worked on yesterday. So yeah, and then I do want to quickly show you guys where you can submit your challenge. So right above the chat, we have a challenge tab right here. I'm kind of circling it right here. So make sure that you click on that and it'll kind of give you a lowdown of where you need to submit and how you can get it up and running on Discord. And that's where we'll be reviewing those challenges. So highly encourage everyone to do that. And yeah, with that, I would love to talk a little bit more about Lizzie. Lizzie is a creative director, photographer, super obsessed with her work. I have her Instagram here pulled up. She is all about the puns and all about color and I love your work. I've been a fan for a few years now, so this is definitely super fun to be a part of. And for anyone who is new, or doesn't know Lizzie, I'd love to hear more, about yourself and your process and everything about you.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a graphic design background. I'm from Florida. I went to FSU and UNF. Anyone go there? And then learned a little bit about Photoshop, kind of like the whole Adobe suite in school, kind of like the basics. And then just like from, that launching pad, just kind of like wanted to find out more on my own. Did a lot of like watching YouTube tutorials, a lot of just experimenting with Photoshop, and then just kind of came to love photography.
Yeah, super awesome. How did you come up with your kind of like photographic style or like or direction like that?
I just feel like I'm just so drawn to like those bright colors, especially in like I mostly post on Instagram, and so in such a small space like you have on the screen, you really want something eye-catching and like just something that has a lot of fun like textures and patterns going on. So I like to incorporate all those.
Yeah, I love it. I love the way you mix different colors and patterns and textures. So it's really fun. And you actually create all of these little worlds yourself, right?
I do. Yeah, I made that pie.
I made that pie.
Yeah.
Love it.
Maybe not like the most impressive example, but I do a lot of like sculpting and
that's
bringing
incredible.
stuff in.
Some miniature things too. So
I have a very specific vision, and I feel like I'll do whatever it takes to make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. That's super impressive. And
Thank you.
I just love that every single one of your posts is kind of derived from a pun. So definitely everything inspired. And I actually want to show everyone your website too. It's super cute. Make sure to go and check it out. We've got Take Life Pun Day at a Time. Love it. And yeah, you've worked on a lot of really fun stuff. You've worked with Adobe before as well.
I have.
Which
Yeah,
is
they're super
cool.
great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To kind of share some of their new features, right?
Right. Yeah. In one of the new updates. Yeah, about 2 years ago now.
So fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. That
I
was
love
like
that you were
all
able to apply your
miniatures.
style too with,
Yeah,
how
they
you
kind of
create
gave
it.
me like free range, which
That's
is the
amazing.
best,
Yeah,
kind of
that's
project.
awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
And then you do also work with, different clients as well.
I do. Some like cosmetics brands, food brands, Taco Bell.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
your Taco Bell was like so fun.
Oh, thank you.
I'm like,
I love
this
that.
is great.
I love that.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's awesome. Well, cool. So like we said, we are working on, different photo retouching, editing techniques, different like things like skin retouching, color changing, masking. If you didn't get to watch yesterday's stream, make sure to watch the replay because she touched over a lot of really fun things and she worked on a really cool pun called caffeine.
Yes.
Caffeine.
Yeah, we did a lot of hue saturation, a lot of perspective warp, liquify,
layer
fun
masking.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in her fabulous, colorful style. So super fun. I love these little gingerbread.
Oh, thank you. I made them out of clay.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Cool. Well, yeah, if you want to let us know what you're going to be working on today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
We kind of wrapped up yesterday, like in a good amount of time. And so then yesterday, I don't know if anyone hit that follow button on Instagram, but I posted a little poll on like which picture you'd rather see me edit. And it was kind of a close tie between this one and this one.
Okay,
So I
cool.
think we might have time to touch on both.
Yeah,
we didn't really get to skin retouching yesterday, so gonna hit on that a lot and a lot of
for sure.
some more color changing.
I love that too. Not only are you making these like little worlds and shooting these different things, you use yourself as a model too, which is kind of like
I do.
insane. Like,
Yeah.
How do you do that? Like,
Yeah,
are you like running back and forth? What's happening?
It's honestly more of a mental hurdle than a physical one, just
Yeah.
getting over that hump of like, oh, I'm going to be in front of the camera. But it is a lot of, physical too. Yeah, I do have a remote shutter. That's a game changer. I have a tripod. So that makes life a lot easier. Highly recommend that setup.
Yeah.
And there's cheap ones out there too. You can get like $20 tripods.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, do you want to just extend your screen so that everyone can see it a little bit better?
Yes.
Awesome. Perfect.
Cool.
I know. I feel like I always, when I watch these screens, like I always
like,
forget
wait,
that
that's so
people
tiny.
like.
Are
see
watching
it
on
in
your
the smaller-
phone or
yeah,
something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
Ooh, Alexander has a question. How did you do those sparkly pink pants?
The sparkly pink. Oh, like
this one was from your Instagram. Let me pull it up real quick.
Like how did I make the GIF? It's a GIF in Photoshop. So each time those little sparkles change, it's a new layer, which you then you use the frame animation window panel. Yeah, and so that's a little series. There's probably about like 4 layers. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then I doubt these pants came with these like little bells.
They did not. They came with the sequins, but not the bells. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I hot glued. I always hot glue.
Hot glue is your friend. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks, Alexander, for joining us. Ooh, she said skin retouching, please. So we'll be working on some of that stuff today, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool, awesome. Well, I guess let's start with this one.
Yeah, for sure. I love the colors.
Thank you.
Alright,
So that
very
is, you can see from where? Because I moved it. Okay. All right. Yes. So what I was saying, you can see how it's totally different.
Completely different.
Yes. So we're going to be going over a lot of
That's amazing.
steps. Yeah. So.
And sorry for this.
No,
like
you're
a set
fine.
styling question, but for your sets, obviously, did you have it in mind that you were going to go lime green? with it?
No, I actually wanted to do blue, but sometimes when I'm editing, I end up changing the color just
slightly or something.
Yeah, and it's a whole lot easier. You don't have to get every single color of paper, but if you get like the basics, pink, blue, you can always blue changes to green very easily. Yeah, it doesn't go you can't go completely opposite with it, or you get a little,
Got it.
Yeah, but
that makes sense. So get the basic colors, you guys, if you're wanting to do these fun, colorful.
Yes, and you can get them pre-owned too, I'm pretty sure. From B&H. Yeah, you can get pre-loved rolls that might not have as much on it. Yeah, but they're cheaper.
We've always gotten them just new, and they're pretty expensive. The shipping is what's expensive too.
It is, because it's heavy. Yeah.
We love to use that brand. It's that Savage Universal. I don't know if that's the one that you like to use.
Use Savage.
It has so many good colors.
You can also, in a pinch, use flat sheets. Just cloth
Yeah, if you're doing
sheets.
something small.
Yeah. Get
absolutely.
thrift store or something.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have, this was edited a while ago, so it does have all of the adjustments already. So I'm going to go ahead and reset so we can start from scratch. Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
And we're working in Camera Raw.
We are, yeah. I noticed there were a few other Camera Raw people yesterday.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys are back. Let me know.
Let us know. Are you a Camera Raw or a Lightroom person?
Yeah. All right. So first I'm going to come in and fix that lens adjustment. Get rid of that little bubbling effect we got here. And then, so I don't have a white card on this guy. I usually shoot with a white card just to give white balance reference. But there is this little white pom-pom, so we're gonna make it work Tim Gunn style.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna go in.
Tim Gunn. We were talking about Project Runway yesterday.
And
how much we miss Tim Gunn. He's the greatest mentor ever.
So amazing. So I just came in with the white balance eyedropper and dropped that in.
Okay.
So it might not be true white because it is looking a little bit cool still. Yeah. So
just warm it up a little.
Yeah, warm it up. I like to get around. It really depends, but usually around 6,500 is gonna be a good area for me. It really depends on what lighting you use too. And a lot of lights, you can adjust the temperature. Yeah.
And what kind of lighting setup do you have going on in this shot?
So in this one, I have a light over here, kind of. I have a strobe light with an umbrella on it, and then over here, I think it's called a beauty dish. It's one of those big, silver reflective ones. You can you can also wrap a board in tinfoil and use that. I have so many cheap hacks.
That's cool. Yeah, it's very well lit, kind of all around too. There's just a nice little shadow on the right side of you.
Yeah, if I were to go any wider on the frame, I would probably pop in a fill light on the right side. But my strobe is pretty bright, so it worked out pretty well.
And you said you have a light on the bottom on the left side, right?
Yeah, so it would be facing me if I'm in the photo.
Got it.
Yeah, a little bit angled.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Thank you.
Jan Herrick says, I am a Lightroom classic person. And Michelle says, yep, Camera Raw team.
Okay.
Team Camera Raw.
A battle of the edits.
I know.
So I like to bring up the blacks a lot. Get rid of those shadows.
Nice. Brighten things up a little bit.
I was never really clear on, are you clear on what's the difference between the black slider and the shadow slider? Because they are very similar.
They're very similar. But I don't know. I usually just like to play around with it and go full to the right or full to the left just to see how much it affects.
Yeah, see if it's gonna do anything.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. If anyone knows, let us know.
Yeah, let us know what kind of the shadows and blacks really, what the difference is.
Yeah.
Maybe Tim will know because he's, the smartest person.
But you have to phrase it in a pun, Tim.
Phrase it in a pun, Tim.
Let us know.
Oh my God, that's hard.
Yeah, maybe that's too hard. It's too early for that. All right, so I pulled up the contrast a little too. And then we were talking about texture yesterday, this new slider, newish, not sure how new. Love it. And there is a lot of different texture in this photo in particular, so I'm gonna bring it up a lot just to really make that pop.
Yeah. Sharpen that up a little.
Yeah. Let's see.
I love that style of like photography where it's like kind of sharpen a little like I don't know.
It's like you want to just like grab it.
Grab it. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Or like
There's
rub
something
your
so
face
yeah.
on it.
I feel like I love seeing like even like food styling scenes or sets where it's like that, like very like kind of
like
texture-y
an orange
and,
peel or like everything's
exactly.
super. Love that visceral.
Yes.
Sure. I'm gonna sharpen that more. We love it sharp.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna come in and do a little bit of hue adjusting in here before we get to Photoshop too, just to like set a little basis. And I'm gonna try to keep a color scheme of about like just this green, orange, and the teal for right now.
Okay.
So trying to get everything to kind of like match up, like this dark green, make it a little bit limier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the pun is soft drink also. I don't know if I mentioned that.
It's what, sorry?
Soft drink.
Ooh,
I
like that.
Yeah, I know there's like different areas, like regions say like there's like pop, soda, soft drink, Coke.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys say?
Yeah, what do you guys say? A soft drink, soda.
I know there's one like region where anything, like everything is Coke no matter what.
Oh.
Like even if it's like Sprite, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll have Coke.
Oh, I guess that's just like typical.
Yeah.
Tim says that he usually hovers over the histogram and drags to see how, like, which of the sliders, like, to kind of show what the black, shadows, and exposure.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I never really pay much attention to this.
Yeah.
But that's good to know.
Definitely.
Yeah. I'm gonna punch up the screen some more.
Fun times.
Yeah.
And how do you go about like choosing all your clothes and all your accessories? Like,
yeah, that's the most fun part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you're the one modeling, you know?
Yeah. I have a lot of vintage clothes.
That's
This
so
is a
fun.
vintage dress. The patterns
So
are just
cute.
like so much more fun and
Yeah.
like unique. And I like to keep a theme. Like this theme I kind of started with the feathers, how they have the little polka dots, and kind of went from there. So I chose like
So
the
you
polka
started-
dot dress.
yeah, to
The
kind
little pom-poms.
Cute.
Yeah, and then the stripes here and the stripes here.
Love it.
All about that cohesion.
Yeah, it kind of just ties everything like together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the completed one. We're
Wow.
gonna get there.
We're gonna get there, you guys.
Gonna get there. Gonna come in and crop this. I ended up going pretty tight on this, but that's the beauty of Camera Raw, because there's so much detail, you can really get away with cropping pretty tight. Yeah, there's
for
a lot of
sure.
information there. Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna go even tighter.
Yeah. That's so fun. And you're kind of typically crop in a square, right? Because it's mainly for Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there ever any like instances where you don't, or you just kind of keep it all the same?
Sometimes I like to go a little taller. Yeah, stick with the classic like 4x5 or something. Yeah, but I do.
Especially now that Instagram allows it too.
Yeah, they did
it's
it for
kinda
a
nice.
long
I
time.
know.
Yeah, and I always like to keep the rule of thirds in mind too, which does work out a little bit easier with the 4x5.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it's helpful that they have that grid for you too, right there, so you can keep that in mind.
Yeah.
All right, next we're going to mask out the background. Now here's where it gets a little bit
How
tricky.
do you tackle this? I mean, you've got your hair, you've got the feathery,
a lot of soft little
stuff.
wispies. Yeah, so there are definitely a couple ways you can do this. the way that I typically start is I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick magic wand on it and then smooth it a tiny bit just to kind of have a starting point. And then I'm using my tablet and my pen, and I like to go in and take a soft brush and kind of pull back in those areas where I need it. Let's throw a background in there. Pull a little green from in here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can go a little bit, let's see. We'll go a little bit lighter just so the edges that we don't catch all the way aren't super noticeable. A little more forgiving that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm going to take my brush in the black and white. Black is going to erase things from the mask, but not permanently.
Okay.
You can always get it back. That's the beauty of masking.
Yeah, that's super helpful.
I'm going to do probably just a 0% hardness because these feathers are super, super small. And just kind of
just like little strokes.
Yeah, just like not like big strokes, just kind of like following, kind of just like you're painting over it, like if you're holding a brush.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and you can definitely do that with select and mask.
Oh yeah, Tim just said he's like you can also use the select and mask workspace to automatically select the fine details. I guess there's a special tool there for hair and fine lines. So
I think I have seen that. Yeah. Yes. That's probably the easier route. I apparently like to punish myself, I guess, by doing it this way. But
pun yourself.
I
mean, you said it, so
it was a joint effort. That one was.
Love it.
Yeah. And then this one is like pretty forgiving because it matches the background. But if it was a little bit different, you can always go back in with a teeny tiny brush, like 1-2 pixels, and kind of stroke that back in.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of back and forth. Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love hearing your little like.
Oh yeah.
Very painterly for sure. And your background was in
mostly illustration, like digital illustration, but I did do a lot of like painting classes and drawing classes. Like that was my first. Like hopped around a lot of different mediums.
Is that kind of how why you've kind of been used to using like the
tablet? Absolutely, yeah. But I do think it makes things a lot easier. I'm sure if you're just picking it up, there's probably a little bit of a learning curve going from a mouse to that.
Yeah.
But it really makes things like this just go so much faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you go between? You use your like the little keys to go bigger and smaller.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I use the space bar to grab and hold, move it around. Space bar.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and then the little brackets on your keyboard make it bigger and smaller pretty quickly. Yeah. I also think it gives it more of like a human touch when you're doing it this way. Yeah. So I like that.
Versus everything too like perfect.
Too perfect. Yeah.
Too
it looks
photoshopped.
a little bit, like uncanny valley. Yeah. For sure. So I'm gonna get rid of a little bit of this going on.
Dawson's asking, what is a joke for this one? Furry Sprite?
Dawson. Oh, I know Dawson.
Oh, you do?
Yes. It's a soft drink. It's a very, I don't know if you're familiar with like the Dada, like that furry cup and saucer. It's like, I want to say it's like Oppenheim.
Maybe?
It was like a whole series from like, probably like the 40s, 50s era, but it was all about like impractical objects. Like it's a cup, but you can't use it because it's covered in fur.
Oh my gosh.
So that's a little nod to that, but with a little modern twist.
So fun.
Yeah. Thank you. So we're gonna soften this up a little more too. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then you can get like real close. It's always so
Yeah.
important to like zoom in.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
even
when you
though these
notice.
might, are probably just going onto, your Instagram where like somebody's probably likely seeing it like on a
Right.
small screen. Like it's,
It
It's
makes
still-
all
it
the
makes a
difference.
difference. Yeah, for
sure. Also, hey, close up on my face. Sorry.
getting real up close and personal here.
Yes.
Just under 5 minutes, you guys, until Chat and Win. Yeah, give us all the questions. Lizzie is here today until 11:30 to
Yes.
answer anything that you're thinking about or want to know about. Pun photography, creative direction.
Yeah, styling. Little hacks. I love hacks. If you wanna, hit me with some questions.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, here's where
Oh yeah.
it's getting a little tricky.
A little cray.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
I've always thought about wanting to use like a tablet and like a little,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Do you
I
usually
guess
use a mouse?
I usually
or-
just use a mouse.
Okay,
But
yeah.
maybe it could be something that will,
Yeah.
have that kind of what you were saying, like more natural.
Yeah, I think if you play around with it, get some practice with it, you'll really like it. If you do that, I'll try Lightroom. Like you were trying to get me to do yesterday. Yeah. That will be the trade-off.
All right. Oh, welcome in, Amber. I guess just jumping in right now. We're here with Lizzie Darden. She's an art director, creative director, and photographer. She works a lot with puns. So we're working on this like fun, soft drink
Yes.
image.
Literally soft.
Literally soft. So yeah, we're just going over some techniques and retouching. Right now we're kind of working on the masking out the background and putting in this fun color.
Yeah. And I won't get too precise with it right now just for the sake of time, but
Yeah.
Just know that it usually will take a
little bit
good
longer.
amount of
Yeah,
time.
for sure.
Yeah.
I know.
So-
Retouching always takes a lot longer than you think.
Yeah. So in here,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna end up actually, yesterday we took out the shadows completely in a case like this and drew in new ones with a new layer and a multiply blending mode, but this one I'm gonna leave it in just because I like it.
Yeah.
I like it's not too distracting. It's just a small area. So we are going to hue saturate it.
Okay.
Turn that green.
Oh, cool.
Put a little clipping mask on there. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so crazy what the.
Oh, I know. Ta-da! Done. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh, alien vibes right now.
I know. I'm kind of not hating it. But
It's kind of Halloweenish,
It is. Yeah, very like witchy.
Yeah, very witchy. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. A lot easier than face paint, which I do usually do for Halloween pictures, and it's a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my
So
gosh,
the
that's insane.
slider, like the regular hue, is not really getting it how I want, so I'm gonna try colorize.
Okay.
And that is gonna be, you can get more
Ooh,
precise.
okay.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
and like really oversaturate that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I just inverted that mask real quick,
And then
I'm
you
gonna
can
paint
just start
it back
painting it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Rosemary. I want to say I loved and enjoy my mood stickers that she won from here in chat 2 weeks ago. They're really awesome.
Oh,
How
cool.
cute. Yeah, the chat one's always super fun. So make sure you are active in the chat because you'll have a chance to win in a little bit.
Stickers are the best.
I know. They're really fun.
Yeah.
I've been like putting them everywhere. I just like my hard drive.
Yeah.
And then I recently been putting it on my phone because if I lose it, I have a way to like describe it to somebody.
Oh, that's smart.
I'm
yeah.
very
that's
notorious
really
for
smart.
losing my phone.
Oh, really? Oh my god, I would have.
But I always get it
nervous
back
breakdown.
for some reason. I mean, knock on wood.
Oh, yeah.
I always get it back, luckily. All right, you guys, it is time for Chat and Win. So we will be right back. welcome back. Tell us what your favorite pun is.
Yes.
Yes.
We want to hear those.
You
We
gotta
had a
act
lot
fast,
of good
though.
ones yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday there was a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
And if you answer any questions at this moment, feel free to ask them again because, you never know. Sometimes the chat goes
they're gonna
quick.
get lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So keep those in mind.
Oh, I always love this little background. It's like
It's
all
cute.
these little
Little
fireworks.
fireworks.
It's so cute.
Little celebration.
Yeah. Oh,
Cute.
just waiting to hear who's the winner of our stickers. Ooh, okay. Congratulations, Sagar.
Congrats.
Yay!
Fun.
You will receive a message on Behance, so make sure to open that up and redeem your stickers. So, and then if you didn't win, of course, we do have a deal for 10 stickers for $1. Go to stickermule.com/Adobe Live 20, and you can also get this deal. So, everyone's a winner.
Awesome. Love that. It's a good attitude to have.
Yes.
Too.
Tim's like, good puns? That's difficult.
Is it?
Is it, Tim? I don't know if it's that difficult for you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone's being a little modest.
Yeah. Oh my God, Tim is being a little mobbist. His last name.
Oh! That's good.
Wait, that's a good one. I hope you heard that one, Tim.
That's funny. All right,
Love
so
it.
we got this.
Oh, yeah,
shadow
that's already
taken
looking
care
good.
of. Yeah, and then something about fabrics, it's always tricky. This one especially is shiny, and it's picking up that blue that
blue.
was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use this same hue saturation
kind of-
level. Yeah, and pull that back in a little bit. I'm gonna start at a lower opacity just so I can control it a little more and just kind of like, boop.
Do little
Yeah.
bits. Oh yeah, that's already looking like it belongs there.
I can
Tim's
also-
like, I quit. No, Tim, come back. Please keep giving us puns
Yes.
and all your awesome tips.
I can also see if color range is going to be a good one for this. Get in nice and close
Oh,
there
yeah.
and try to, I don't know if you can tell this is so small, but
Yeah.
it's picking up the areas where,
And this is with the
That's
color
gonna reflect.
range. I need to do this,
yeah.
start using
it's-
this tool more often because
yeah.
it's super
It is
super
fun.
useful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So let's see how that goes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
little
already
bit
looking
quicker.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
See where else
Super
is
fun.
selected. All right. Let's
Cool.
get into some skin retouching.
Okay.
So the way that I do skin retouching is a destructive edit, which isn't my favorite thing to do. But
Gasp.
yeah. So I'm always going to, in this case, make a little backup layer, just in case I want to revert back to anything.
Okay.
If anything,
Well, so then that's not like too
Yeah.
destructive. It's like
Yeah.
midway destructive.
Yeah,
or, like, not
exactly.
fully.
You're not like setting it on fire, but yeah. So just have this guy up here. We'll do original, just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna use the clone stamp tool
Okay.
at about 60% opacity, and I'm gonna pull in different areas of the skin.
Okay. Just doing little
Just
bits.
little touch-ups. I know that I feel like skin retouching is it can be like a controversial
Yeah.
subject,
of
especially in
course.
like magazines and advertising. I personally don't like to do
A whole lot.
too many things, especially things that like couldn't be done with makeup.
Right.
Yeah, or good lighting or something like and I like to keep that skin texture in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, it just starts looking a little
Plastic.
plastic.
Yeah.
Aki says, greetings from Greece. Wow.
Oh, hello.
So awesome. Thank you for joining us.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, little bits here and there.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
difference.
We're not,
not
like,
doing some crazy stuff, just...
yeah, we're not changing bone structure
Yeah, oh my
around
gosh.
here. I mean, you can
Oh my
do
gosh,
it if
you're
you
not
want,
using the
but-
liquify tool? What?
They do. They added a whole thing in there. I don't know if you've seen it. It's
No.
like a whole face specific
No
liquify.
way. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Face-Aware Liquify. You can, change like eye size,
Oh my gosh.
nose height.
That's insane.
Yeah. I was playing around with it. It's fun, but it also, I feel like it can get out of hand a little bit.
Potentially.
I'm sure it has its place. Yeah.
Yeah. For
yeah,
sure.
but it's cool that it can do it. And
it just shows like how much Photoshop has evolved.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I was super curious. I was Googling it on my way to San Francisco, and I was like, when did Photoshop actually get, released?
Oh, yeah,
and it was like 1990. And
No way.
For some reason, I thought Photoshop came before Illustrator, but actually Illustrator was released before Photoshop, which is kind of crazy to me. But I mean, I guess it can, I don't know. But I just always kind of felt like Photoshop was more popular,
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
But yeah, so interesting.
What a long
come
history.
A long way.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't realize that at all.
Yeah.
Actually.
And then I looked at all these old photos of what old Photoshop used to look like, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
It's so crazy.
I'm sure it's completely unrecognizable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tim says the key is to do subtle adjustments.
Yes, teeny tiny. Yes. All right.
That's looking good.
Thanks. Yeah, just some little.
Yeah.
You can leave a few. No one is perfect.
Yeah.
And then before I start doing that, I think I saw someone bring up dodging and burning, which I do on skin. Before I do that, I'm going to put in a selective color adjustment layer.
Okay.
Just to get my base.
Tim says the first version of Photoshop, no layers, only one undo.
Oof,
oh,
that's,
no.
That's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
All right, so the first thing I like to do with skin tone,
Mm-hmm.
and I know this is a very specific skin tone, it is super pale, but it does work on a lot. This specific thing is go into the reds in the selective color, and then bring down the cyans, which kind of, there's some shadows in here that get a little bit gray, and it's not super flattering, so we're gonna warm those up a little bit by pulling down the cyan. Yeah.
Smart, yeah. I'm always interested and curious and see how people, do skin retouching.
Yeah, it's tricky.
It is tricky, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's all about just
and
getting
it's even
that
trickier too when you're working with different skin tones and
It is, yeah.
Each
and you really want to stay true to their original skin tone, and do the most flattering edits for sure. Does anyone do portraits?
Yeah, anybody do portrait photography?
Yeah. I'm gonna bring down the cyans and the whites too, because there's some white highlights in here.
Oh, that's a smart way to kind of tone them down, actually.
Yeah. And there's a lot of different ways to do that. Let's see, get rid of those. It's looking warmer. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Evo says, love your outfits.
Oh, thank you. All right, so from there, this is where the destructive part comes in.
Whoops.
Hold on to your pants.
Yeah.
The dodge tool is the one that's gonna lighten.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure this refers to the old school dark room, right?
Being in the dark room, dodging and burning. Yeah, I remember taking a class and it was really hard.
Oh, I would imagine. I haven't done it.
I had to make this tool with a circle on it, and then you would just do darkening and then lightening. It was intense.
Yeah, because you can't undo. It's not Photoshop.
You'd have to do it all over again, do another new print, or you can't go back essentially. You
right.
can, you can continue to do more.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. So, dodging and burning. Yeah. So how do you approach this? What you're doing right now.
I kind of take whatever's there already, these highlights, and I just want to intensify them a little bit, and just think of wherever the light is hitting your face. If they're not there, then you can pull them in a little bit. And I'm at super, super low exposure on the dodge tool, 5%, and then a really soft brush. Yeah.
Cool.
And make light little edits. This strobe is also really good for this, for picking up the highlights, that kind of lighting.
Yeah.
Also, misting your face before you shoot is a little trick. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A little bit.
Just gonna, anything that's already there, punch it up a little bit. It's really that
I was always so
contrast.
curious, like how like photographers make like the models look very like almost like even like a little painterly, or like not painterly, but like I don't know,
glossy?
like glossy.
Yeah.
like,
I feel
almost
like that look is very
that
in
look is
right
very
now.
in right now.
Yeah. Like dewy, like
Yeah, very dewy,
Yeah.
very like.
it's the opposite of the 90s, which was like matte.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
powder. Yeah, which is cool. It's like more natural, easier to achieve.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Tim's like, but that's destructive.
I know. Sorry if I'm stressing anybody out by this.
Oh,
I'm also gonna pull in some highlights
Okay.
in the hair, get a little like glossy shine.
I mean, you could probably do a lot, with the dodging and burning. Like,
Oh,
just
yeah.
get real detailed.
I love it. That's probably one of my favorite tools, just because it can make such a difference, but not like if you were to see the photo, you would be like, oh, what happened here? Like something I just can't really put my finger on it, but yeah, I like that about it.
Ooh, Tim has a good suggestion. He says, instead, you could create a new layer, fill it with 50% gray, set the blend mode to soft light, and use that to dodge and burn. Oh, that's pretty cool, Timmy.
that
And
is
that
a
way,
cool tip.
I guess it wouldn't be destructive.
Yeah.
But that's fun
Oh,
to try that next time.
idea. Yeah. Now I'm gonna
Always
put in the
learning.
burn. I'm going to. I don't like to use the burn on a lot of things.
Okay.
Mainly just eyelashes and eyebrows to get a little bit more contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't typically use the burn on any skin areas.
Okay.
It's gonna make it a little bit too dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And there, get some more contrast.
It's
Yeah.
nice, too, that you're doing it with a pen, which just makes it like these fun strokes. Like,
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah, absolutely. Helps with that.
Tim's like, yeah, as far as the suggestion that he gave right before this, he's like, so you're not burning the image.
Oh.
He says,
Love
because that would be tragic wand.
Tragic wand. I feel like that would be a good like Halloween costume for
my
like
gosh.
an Adobe employee.
Oh my God, yes.
Tragic wand.
This needs to happen.
Yeah. That's cute.
Oh, Kerwin, I kept asking about blending modes, but you keep dodging my questions. I love this. You guys are great. I love it. Making us laugh.
Love it.
Aw, Jen Eric, puns are lame. You'll never see me doing them.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
sounds like someone's a little party pooper.
Sorry about it.
Sorry about it. We're just gonna keep doing them.
Yep. Only gonna get more from here on out. So I made a new layer here. I'm gonna paint in some eyelashes. Gonna do a little bit of
Okay.
digital mascara.
Fun.
Yeah, so I'm gonna eyedrop a color from the actual lashes. Gonna do a brush tool. I'm gonna make it pretty tiny. Let's try 1 pixel. Maybe a little too tiny. Let's do 2. And then just kind of, oh, we're on low opacity. Just kind of stroke and just kind of like follow where they
kind
are
of pattern
already.
yeah.
Yeah, and just, it adds like a little subtle difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Jen Eric, I party poop in CMYK.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a challenge. And then because those are a little bit pixely, we're gonna go in.
It's kind of.
Yeah, we're gonna put a little Gaussian flare on
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Not that much.
Just enough to like
To
get
yeah,
it to blend in.
yeah, soft and fluffy. There we go.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, it just adds
a
like a little
little-
bit extra.
yeah, a
It's
little
almost like you got a
touch.
little extension
yeah,
fillers
exactly.
or something.
Yeah, I do that sometimes with eyebrows too. Just that same technique. And that's, I feel like that's an easy little trick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Let's reference this one. So I'm going to start messing with the eyeshadow now. So let's.
Oh my God, they're going at it.
Change that
Kerwin
color.
says, or maybe they just aren't looking at the screen. And then Tim says, oh crap, you're right.
Oh, crop.
That's a good one, Tim. Yeah, people love these Photoshop specific puns right now.
Oh, I know. I didn't realize how many there were.
Oh yeah, I'm curious how you change this, your eyeshadow.
So
and
I'm
all
not
your
going to
stuff.
do hue saturation this time.
Okay.
A little twist. I'm going to do a blending mode on this layer. Let's see.
Blending modes are like kind of underrated. I feel like I need to use them more.
Yeah,
often.
absolutely. Especially this guy color.
Nice.
Yeah. Just paint that in somewhere. Yeah.
Generic says, Lizzie hasn't feathered the flask enough. What? Generic, I thought you said you didn't do puns.
Oh, coming around, I
know. It's because he saw your work and he was
so
pun inspired.
Love it.
Y'all are awesome. This is so cool.
I know, this is cute.
Yeah, that pun was smooth. So good.
All right, so we got in the hair a little bit. Got some eyeshadow in the hair.
But see,
so
you guys don't need to go out and buy like neon green eyeshadow. You can just put it in Photoshop. You can just make it in there. It's so fun. It's a beauty.
Yes. And then for the orange, I'm going to punch it up some more with just a normal blending mode and just a light opacity brush. And just kind of like the same way that you would apply makeup, just like
little, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so fun.
Yeah. And if it's too much, you can always bring down the opacity on the layer.
Or apply mask and then go, take it out.
Yeah, wherever you want it, like right now. I'm gonna take a little bit out.
Yeah, Rosemary, redoing her eyeshadow, that is cool. Yep,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah, it's fun, yeah.
Super fun. I mean, it's kind of like you're doing, your eyeshadow, but just digitally. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't have like the steadiest hand in real life or you don't have the right tools, Photoshop to the rescue.
And so this image was one of your personal projects, right? You kind of the majority of your work on Instagram is typically all personal projects?
It is, yeah. I don't think I've actually posted this one yet. It's a little exclusive.
Ooh, exclusive. Okay. Will you be posting this, after the stream or at some point?
Most likely, yes.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay. So make sure to follow her, you guys.
Yeah.
And I believe it's Lizzie_Darden.
Sure is.
Yes. Make sure to follow her because she's got all the fun photography, pun photography. It's always exciting to see what, I always think pun, there's only so many puns, but then you keep coming out with more and I'm like, oh, this is
I know.
doing
Sometimes
it.
people ask me what happens if you run out of puns?
Yeah.
I'm like, don't put that bad energy on me. I don't want to think about it.
Don't put that bad juju on me.
Yeah. I have some people in the comments who say they like to try to guess what it is before they scroll to the caption. Yeah, and I love that. It's so fun.
That's super fun.
Yeah. So I added a new layer here to do the skin, like the actual, we're going to do a little bit of airbrushing.
Okay.
I like to do a 0 hardness brush, and I like to do 10% opacity, just super low, because this is a scenario where it can get really plasticky really quick.
Right.
Yes, and we want to keep the pores, a few pores. Yeah, everyone's got pores.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody is poreless.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unless
Rosemary
you're-
says, yes, just followed her.
Oh, awesome.
Hi, Miss Emiliano. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, that name is, I love that name.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's so pretty.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Welcome in. If you're just joining us, we're here with Lizzie Darden. She is a creative director and photographer, mostly known for her pun photography, and we're just showing us all the fun editing techniques and tips. So we're doing a little bit of skin retouching right now. A little airbrushing.
Yeah. The key to this, I would say, is making sure you are like
always
constantly
clicking around, like sampling from what's
new
around.
colors.
That makes so
even
much
in
sense.
here, you can see it move around the swatch. There's so many different shades.
I mean, you've got blush too, and you've got like all this other
all the highlights
colors.
and shadows. Yeah. So if you were to go at it with just one color, it would be super apparent. So we're gonna
Jan Eric, he said he doesn't do puns, but he's going at it. Are you going to add text, or are those not your type?
Oh.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
That's good.
Jan, you're surprising us right now.
I know, yeah.
What happened?
Converted you to a pun lover.
Yep. He's been converted.
Life will never be the same for you. You're welcome.
Yeah. Awesome. This looks fun.
Yeah, so it's a pretty noticeable difference, but it's not too unnatural. And if it does get unnatural, you can always
bring it down.
Lighten it a little bit, which I usually end up doing, maybe about like 85%. Yeah, just to keep it light.
Yeah, it's always. I feel like the trick is always like doing a little bit more, but then like taking it off.
Yeah. Have you heard that phrase? I think it was Coco Chanel, where she was always like, or she would say like, before leaving the house, like take off at least one accessory or something.
Oh my gosh, no.
Yeah, it's like just to like minimalize things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and she's very classy. So.
Yeah, very classy. So fun.
Don't forget the neck, and then the hands a little bit. There's not too much.
I feel like that's how we always like apply too when we're like, especially when my partner Ellie is always like styling. She'll always like throw like all these things, but then like slowly take back. And,
it's like you got to go too far to see where you can push the limits, and then you kind of get a better sense.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jan's got another one. He's like, the host is a smart object because she has glasses.
Oh.
I'd consider myself
one
smart.
Cookie. Love that.
You guys are too funny. Love it.
All right, so we're gonna make a little folder. No, we're not. We're just, I do like to keep everything named just to keep it.
Yeah, you are like a
Yeah, well, because looking at them here, everything is such minor edits.
Right.
There's no masks or anything big going on, so it helps.
You're on another level because I don't do that.
Do you guys label stuff? No?
Yeah, do you guys label things? I think we talked about this yesterday as well.
Yeah.
Are you a labeler? Are you a layer namer?
Are you just like living on the edge?
Yeah, living on the edge. Clicking through, toggling. I saw this meme where it was like, Drake in that song where he's like, he goes like this.
Oh, yeah.
And then he goes, like, smiles.
Yeah.
One's like not naming layers, and then one is like toggling between each, eye to see. I was like, that's hilarious. I love like photography, like memes, and
Me
like
too.
like that account designer's humor is so hilarious.
I follow that.
You guys
I think it's
have
like
to follow
dank art director memes or something.
Oh my gosh, wait, that's amazing.
They're really good. They're a little bit catty, but like in a good way.
Yeah. I just love the designer's humor one too, because it not only talks about like the process of art and design, but also like working with clients too, and like
the ups and downs.
Like here's like what the client wants, and here's like the client budget.
Yeah.
Client budget, and it's like such a stark difference.
Yes.
So good. Oh my gosh, Tim is so hilarious. Jan is alt of control.
Oh my god.
You guys, this is hilarious.
That's so funny. I am punching up the hair color a little bit, and this is a new layer, and it's on a soft light blending mode. A lot of times with like more vibrant hair colors, they don't really read as well on screen or on the camera, so I'm gonna punch that up a little bit. I have played around before and like photoshopped myself blonde, and that's always fun. Yeah, there's a lot you can do with.
You have such a fun hair color, though. I think it like works really well in photos.
Oh, thank you. it does narrow down what color palettes I can use.
Yeah,
because I like
right.
to stick to orange and things that complement orange, but
Yes.
it's fun.
Are there colors that you stay away from? What are those colors?
Pretty much only black and white and gray. I'm not a big neutrals person. Yeah,
Oh my
but
gosh.
colors, like other colors, are like free range.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna real quick put it on normal and see if there's any spots that I missed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just 'cause it's a little hard to tell with that soft light. Because it is another one of those subtler edits.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Pop that back to soft
Nice.
light, bring it
That's so
way
fun.
down. Yeah, and it's just
And
a
it just
little...
adds a little bit.
Yeah,
It just makes it a little bit more, all kind of like one.
Yeah, all the bright colors
Yeah.
here, gonna match that. Yeah.
That's fun.
Absolutely.
Alexander says, Tim can be a greeting card writer as a second job. That is absolutely true.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah.
pun
Homework,
greeting
where
cards?
you are. Yeah. Alrighty. So one thing I did in the original is the feathers are, surprise, surprise, hot glued on.
Oh my gosh.
But
We
they
love a
came
good
out a
hot
little
glue.
wonky on this side. So I'm gonna liquify tool this and kind of make it more like a Sprite can, how it comes out.
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. And just exaggerate it a little bit so you can like instantly
Recognize
that.
the shape
Yeah.
of something. Yeah, for sure.
totally. And this is probably something that I would have done first because I did already mask, so now I'm gonna have to go back and touch that mask up a little bit, but no big deal. No biggie.
That looks awesome, though.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thanks. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll fix those masks. And then another thing, another destructive edit we can do. So let's
More destructive.
organize
Love
these
it.
files a little bit. So everything's gonna look crazy for a second, but we're gonna ungroup some stuff. So it's going to be, what shall we name this? Foliars. So this is gonna be the, I'm gonna name it, I guess, skin stamping.
Okay.
Because that's the layer that we stamped
Yeah.
on. And then I'm gonna make a new one, which is gonna be sharpen. And I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen this in. Just in case I wanna go back and revert back to that one. So I put those all in a folder and then I'm gonna reapply the clipping mask to the folder.
Okay.
So it's not gonna touch our background.
Perfect.
Yeah, so then we're gonna go to the sharpen tool. Come in here and get those little details.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like to use this on like pretty much anywhere there's a texture, like something.
Just to add a little oomph.
Yeah, yeah, and hair. A little bit in here.
Hi, Eric Sue. Hi, Dave Mejias.
Hello,
Hello, you guys. We are here with Lizzie Darden. She is awesome. She's working on some fun little image of herself drinking a soft drink.
Soft drink with a little, the straw
I
is a pipe
know.
cleaner.
I love that it's like everything about it is soft.
Yeah, I found those first and I was like, wait, these are amazing. I have to use these for something at the craft store. So I'm sharpening more little texture
More
in
texture
here
things,
too.
yeah. That's awesome. That looks.
Yeah, and you can flip back and forth and kind of tell. It's not a huge difference. We can push it more. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fun, fun, fun.
It's like.
Yeah, I know. Can you hear that? Can you hear the
love
pen?
it. Oh yeah, I don't know if
Like on
anybody
the
else
mic,
can, but
yeah.
I love it. It's like
Yeah.
it's very soothing.
It is. What's that, like ASMR?
Yeah, ASMR.
Yeah, Photoshop edition.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Dave. Yes, practicing and trying to improve every day. That is the motto of life and creativity and photoshopping. Yeah, there's always so much to learn. I mean, there's
so
much in Photoshop, and it's crazy.
You can
like,
do.
Yeah, many things.
So let's see. This is the completed one again.
Okay.
We are going to change up the color of some of these dots because now that we don't have the teal background anymore, there's no teal, and I want to keep that restricted to the color palette.
Got it. Okay.
So we can do this with, let's do Marvelous. Your laptop is marvelous.
Yes, that's right. It is marvelous.
Let's do another color range selection. See if that works out for this. And then I'm just holding down the shift key to add to my selection and just picking up all of these little teal tones over here. Got a little lag.
Oh.
Just clicked everything.
Oh no.
I hate that.
Just want to remind everyone, we have about 30 minutes until we do our design feedback over on Discord, so make sure that you submit your challenges. Today's challenge was to create a pattern or texture using the Define Pattern tool. So yeah, right above the chat, you should see a little challenge tab that you can go and submit your work to.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yesterday was fun.
Yeah.
Little space badge action. Fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Something is, oh, I see. You know when you're like, what? Like, something's not happening. Why? Yeah. Tell me right now. There we go.
Nice.
So yeah, this is just a hue saturation slider.
Okay.
Make those a little bit greener.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe bring this down a little bit.
That's so fun.
Yeah, and it's just a
You're
quick,
just coming together.
easy. Yeah.
Mm.
And the edges are a little bit hot here, so we can, on this layer mask, just use a white brush and paint those in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the tricky parts about color changing is the edges.
Okay.
Is always,
it's
where you
always
want to
tough.
pay attention to. Yeah, because that's a dead giveaway.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you've changed something.
Always being mindful of edges, for sure.
Yeah, and I think you could go in and do select and mask and feather it a little bit if you wanted to do a quicker, fix for that.
Yeah. There we go.
See if we want to do colorize or not. I always go back and forth between like wanting to colorize or just wanting to do hue and saturation.
Yeah. Just to see. I mean, just try both.
Yeah.
You never know. Oh, Dave, I asked a question. It's up. Maybe ask it again.
Oh yeah, I don't see.
Oh, maybe it was a question for Eric. Cool.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
Any questions for Lizzie regarding her photography or retouching, anything about her process, feel free to ask.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah, those edges.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So you're gonna get those. It's just a lot of back and forth, adding and removing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super fun.
Yeah. And then another thing that I think I did on this one is, change
the red
the
dots
dress
too.
a little bit.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh.
Did you change the red dots? Oh, just
Did
kidding.
I?
No, you
No.
didn't.
Wait, I was like, where?
Why did I? Yeah, the dress. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Does it look a little more pink in the final? Like, or a little more
Yes.
like less champagne, but more.
Yeah. I'm gonna select where it's a little bit gray.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's just picking up a lot of colors around the room and everything. So
It's crazy how much like color casting like affects an image.
Yeah, it can get tricky, especially like I like to avoid anything super reflective or silver is really hard.
For sure. Dave's asking a question. What do you do when you've been editing a photo for hours and you realize you don't like the result?
Oof. Just like step away and focus on something else, come back to it. A lot of times it, like in that scenario, it's just burnout and like maybe it is really cool and you're just like in the moment just frustrated and it's not,
Yeah, it's definitely tough when you have something in your head and you can't, execute it or feel like, I don't know, something's going on and you're just like super frustrated.
Yeah.
Definitely stepping away is a good.
Absolutely.
Or sleeping on it,
Yeah.
Coming back to it is
head.
always, a good idea for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so we warmed that up a little bit, which just kind of overall like getting those orange tones in the photo everywhere. Yeah.
And so then for kind of like your personal work, I mean, you're showing us like some of your stuff, like your personal stuff, but you also work with clients and all that. How does that change how you do your process as far as like coming up with concepts and all that? Like what's that relationship and partnership like with when you're working with brands?
Right, definitely more time constrictive because there's gonna be a deadline, so you can't just like spend hours editing and like playing around. You kind of have to be very decisive. Now like then is not really the time to like try something fun like that I never tried before. Like and then definitely sketching out ideas helps a lot. To make sure everyone's on the same page, clients and you, and they know what they're getting, which minimizes the amount of redoing.
Yes,
no one wants to redo
anything.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah.
And do most of your clients kind of like give you free reign, like as far as your ideas? Is kind of they typically come to you for your style?
For the most part. Sometimes, very like not as often, but there's some cases where they'll have a more specific idea that they need my help executing. Got it. And it's more of a collaborative effort that way, which is fun too.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think that's challenging, like working with somebody else versus when you're working on with somebody like something for yourself?
It can be, especially since I do all of this by myself, you know. So I'm used to that. But I think it's a good practice to have. For sure.
Dave says, "Thank you so much, Lizzie. I'll step away."
Okay,
definitely important. Kind of clear head.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And where do you find like all of your inspiration, or like, like what are you most inspired by?
A lot of like fashion, clothes, a lot of interiors lately. I follow a lot of interior accounts, and I like
architecture.
Because it's a different way of looking at things, and they have very sculptural kind of photos, and I like to try to like see how I can make that work for what I do.
For what you do, Yeah, I think it's so important to like be inspired by not only in like the medium that you're in, but other mediums, and like see how you can apply that or bring it into your style. Yeah, definitely. That's so cool. So what's been your most favorite project and your least favorite project?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm having a hard time thinking of like least favorite. I think there's probably some that just like didn't end up working out. Just personal projects that like I couldn't make it happen. Favorite projects, probably stuff I've worked on with Taco Bell. They're really fun.
They're so fun.
They're really fun.
I remember looking at their feature of you.
Okay.
It was so cute. I love that they like kind of showed or like talked a little, like had an interview with you in a way.
It was fun. We had a really good partnership where I would like go to the headquarters and hang out, and like they're a really great like bunch, and they're super creative and like supportive of creatives.
Too?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. So I think for the most part, where I want to hop over to the other photo now because we do have probably time for that one.
Rosemary's asking if you made that dress with the pattern.
Oh, no, I did not make it. But I wish. I don't have any sewing background.
Probably just a vintage dress.
It is, yes. Yeah. Yes, it is a vintage dress. Yeah.
You do have a lot of fun little vintagey things.
Yeah, always on.
All right. And she'll be hopefully posting that other finished image at some point.
Right.
You know,
yeah. So you can,
Instagram.
reference that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll hop over to this
one.
Yeah, no problem. Because this is the other one that people voted that they wanted to see.
Yes. I think I voted for this one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's give the people what they want.
Yeah.
All right. So this one.
And so what's the pun for this one? I'm curious.
This is icicle.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah. So, wait, I want to see if you can guess what these glasses are made of, actually.
Okay.
Any guesses? Do you have any guesses?
Maybe zoom in.
Yeah. Oh, here, we're loading.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, are they like the working glasses? Like those clear glasses that you put on while you're wood?
Oh, yeah, so those are, but what's this? Like, what are the icicles?
Oh my god, glue, hot glue.
Hot glue. I love hot glue so much, you guys. It's a love-hate relationship because I have a lot of, like, I've been burned many a time.
Oh my god, Tim's like, cold glue.
Cold glue. Oh.
That's a good one.
So
that's amazing. How did you how did you do that? Like,
oh, I just kind of
just started
making little drops. Yeah,
wow.
Just like
that looks so realistic too.
Thank you. And it definitely helps. I did a lot of dodging and burning in this one, which helps pull in the.
Do you guys see my face right now? I'm like, wow. Like, this is so cool.
Thanks. Yeah, I think I put them on like parchment paper, I want to say, so that I could peel them back
so that you can peel them. Oh, wow, smart.
Yeah. But if I'm in a pinch, I like to sometimes just like glue stuff on my tile floor. It's not the best like short-term solution.
Oh, Jen Eric says, stay frosty. This would be a sick album cover. That's right.
Ooh,
Yeah, it would.
Thank you.
You know what? This gives me like Lady Gaga vibes.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
That's my favorite. A lot lot of people, or not a lot of people, but I have gotten like comments in the past or like comparisons, and I'm like, you don't know how much that means to me.
Just great. Yes. Love her.
It's also very, what's that old school like rom-com with Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson, and it's like the Frost Yourself is the tagline.
I'm so bad with like, TV stuff.
Oh, okay. It's like it's an older one.
I'm
so
sure
I don't
someone
know if
would know.
Yeah.
If you figure it out, let us know in the chat. Aw. Dave says, Lizzie's a rock star. You should hang with Post Malone and 21 Savage. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think they would think I'm like lame.
Oh no.
I don't know if I'm cool enough.
Oh my god, Tim says, you should share it on the winternet.
Oh, that's cute.
One.
I like that a lot, actually. File that away.
Yes. And then Rosemary's asking, how did you make that? Which we just talked about was hot glue.
The glasses are hot glue. Yeah.
Yeah, their little icicles are hot glue. And then it's just
and then attached to the glasses with more hot glue.
Yeah.
I go through a lot of hot glues.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. But that's great. I mean, you're finding ways to use these like random objects,
absolutely.
things,
I love
materials.
to make stuff, and it's a fun way to like get like stuff going with your hands. It's just a like different way to like exercise your mind, I feel like.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna sharpen that a little bit. And then the skin tone's looking a little yellow, so I'm gonna go into the hue panel of the camera raw and slide the yellows a little bit peachier.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah. Also like to bring the luminance up sometimes with skin tone. And the orange, it just gives you like a little bit extra like glowiness. Yeah.
It's already looking super cool.
Thank you.
I dig it.
Punch of the blue. Oh.
Rosemary was like, oh, I thought it was photoshopped. No, this is the real thing.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
This is the real deal, you guys. Which is very, very fun.
Yeah. So in this case, the hue and saturation is...
Random question, but are you tethering while you're doing this?
I am not.
Wow.
Yes. Do you tether?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're going to have to
I
teach
feel
me.
I feel like once you tether, you like don't want to go back.
Yeah, life-changing.
Well, especially depending on what program you're using, right? But we have like a program where you can actually see things live. And so now that we have that, it's so hard to just like go back to just like looking at the little LCD screen and then going back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the difference. Yeah.
It's such a huge difference. So, I mean, it's just incredible that you're doing it like all without seeing where you're at, especially for being the model too, and like you having to go back and forth, you know, with checking and.
It definitely is one of those things with like, it comes with practice too, just from constantly doing it. I kind of know, what
where,
looks right where. Yeah. But I mean, there are like, for every photo like this, there are so many where like my one eye is like closed or like, so they're not all winners.
Trial and error for sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dave says, Lizzie, if you're a singer, I'm your fan. #1. Cute.
Oh, thank you.
Rosemary says, yes, the community is fun. Well, I'm glad.
I love that.
Yeah.
It is a fun time.
Adobe Live, Adobe community is awesome.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
So for this one in particular, I don't know if you can tell, I definitely, went a little crazy with the dodge and burn. And that's going to make the highlights pop in here and just like give that icy effect.
Yeah. Which in this case, you do want to like punch things up even a little more than normal,
maybe a little bit, like unnatural, just, a little more like fantasy, I guess, would be the term.
Yeah. And you're just going in on all the little icicles.
Yeah, I'm just like bringing every highlight up, like way up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Switch between, not the sponge. I've never actually used the sponge tool. Have you?
I don't know if I have.
Yeah, is that another like reference to darkroom? Like, do you use a sponge in the darkroom?
Not that I know of.
Oh.
I actually don't even know what the sponge tool does, actually. Tim, let us know. Tim, let us know. Tim's tips, please. ASAP. You know, there's so many tools actually that I don't think I've used because you kind of just like stick to the ones you know.
I know. I feel like one day I want to just like try all of them, just like see.
Yeah, for sure. I remember when I first started learning, I did do that thing where you literally click every button to see what it does.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever do that?
I think we had to do that in class one time. They were like, just try everything.
Just do everything. Just do everything, see what it does, and just like go from there. But you know, you do that so long ago and then you're just like forget.
There's
so many new tools all the time.
Yeah.
So, okay. So Tim says the sponge tool saturates or desaturates. Huh, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, Dave uses a sponge tool. Cool.
Nice.
Cool. So is that... Just gonna clean things up a little with this clone stamp.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim says in Photoshop, you should also Alt-Opt-Click everything.
Oh, because there's like extra hidden things, or maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah, so this could take a while, so let's see what else is here. I do have these little
Oh my gosh, how do you add those little sparkles? Do you have like
specific
brushes, or do you
Those ones I believe were a brush set. I don't have them on this computer, but we can pretty easily do it.
Ooh.
So let's make some little sparkles.
Let's do it.
Just because we are pushing that like factor of like everything's a little bit extra. We're gonna
everything's a little bright, a little icy. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go
just adds a little extra.
Yeah, it's just fun. Yeah.
I know. I always like to add little sparkles here and there, but I'm always like, I'm trying to find like the right brush set, you know, but never find the right one. So this is fun that you're like kind of just creating it.
Yeah. And you can do however you want, but there are a lot of like cool brush sets out there in the creative market and stuff.
As long as if you find the right ones or you know, the right kind.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So then you just kind of blur it to like.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. So it's kind of like
adorable.
a little, is it bokeh, I want to say?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Add a little bit of noise.
Just to give it a little texture.
Yeah. Match the background.
Oh yeah, that's super cute.
Yeah. And I would just go in.
That's so smart. I would never have thought to like
to just like make one.
it. Yeah. Hi Diego, thanks for tuning in.
Oh, hello.
This is Lizzie Darden. We are here working on this fun little pun image. And this is icicle. So fun. And believe it or not, this was made with hot glue on these pair of glasses, clear glasses.
Yes.
So fun.
If you have been watching for the past 2 days, you know all about the hot glue love.
All about it.
Yes. Have you ever seen that channel? I think it's a YouTube channel. It's like 5-minute crafts or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, and they make like the most bizarre things out of hot glue. Like I think just for the sake of making it.
I feel like I've definitely seen their channel, but yeah.
There's one where they made like shoes,
just all
like
out of
sandals, completely out of hot glue.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, which is
that is insane.
I don't know how practical that is.
Yeah, but like that's just even the fact that somebody did that.
I know, yeah.
What I love, and this kind of reminds me of like the stuff that you do as far as like your miniature props. Like the tiny kitchen. Have you seen that channel or like that?
Is that
Instagram?
a hamster?
I think.
Or am I thinking something else?
Maybe a hamster.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it might be because I know sometimes they make little tiny foods in the kitchen. Yes, that one. So there's that one.
But like with little tiny pots of pans.
Yes, they have a little tiny kitchen, and everything's super miniature, and it is the cutest thing. And they always play like a cute little jingle in the back, like doo-doo-doo, and like, you know, making lasagna or like making, you know, a little pie or a cupcake or whatever. It's so cute. You guys need to watch that.
That's too good.
But it's just crazy, like these miniature things. It's so fun.
Oh yeah. There's a whole there's so many people on Etsy and stuff who do it too, and like as a whole like job. It's amazing.
I remember I was really obsessed with miniature anything when I was really young.
Oh, really?
And
it is your like Polly Pockets.
Loved Polly Pockets.
Yeah.
But also just like I remember getting this like cute little book that was all like miniature furniture and like miniature like little like things.
Cute.
And it was so cute. I was like, oh, I love it.
So cute.
I know, which very much reminds me of like the stuff that you do, that you create, like especially like the stuff that you put on your fingers or like.
Oh yeah. I know, that's a whole other thing in itself, like nail art. People,
and you're using what, clay art for that?
Usually, yeah. I know like people can do it with like the gel and acrylic. I don't know how to do that, but I do it with clay.
Wow, that's so cool.
I love clay. Probably my second favorite medium behind hot glue.
And with the clay, are you like also heating that up too and like warming it up so that it stays like?
Oh yeah, it's always baked. Yeah, because I like to keep
baked.
them.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
So let's do a little more skin retouching on this one.
Cool. And Tim says a cool way to create realistic highlights is to create a new layer, fill it with black, set the blend mode to color dodge, and paint with white. Then you can reduce the fill, not opacity slider, to reduce the effect. That's super cool.
Oh, that is a fun little hack. So
thank you, Tim.
Thank you. We're doing the same kind of
skin retouch.
with the little stamp tool again. Just like
we have just about 5 minutes until we head over to Discord, so make sure that you submit your challenges.
Yeah.
I love. How did you find that type of lipstick? Like what?
Oh,
or is it even lipstick? Did you use something
I'm
else?
trying to remember. This one was so long ago. I want to say it was like a cream eyeshadow.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. They do have blue lipstick, but I think this was one of those cases where I was like, I don't have time to wait for shipping. I'm just gonna,
Just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you go about like sourcing all your props, or I mean, besides the ones that you make, but or doing like for specific images?
A lot of Etsy searches. I like to use vintage props, especially for miniatures. They just have like a fun little character about them. And they're a little bit like wonky, and I like that. And they're cute.
Yeah.
I also have a pretty good antique store near me that I shop at,
awesome.
and then I love thrift shopping. Goodwill all the time. They have the best
Salvation
props.
Army. Wait, do you guys have Salvation Army in?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. We don't have the 99-cent store like you guys do.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thrift stores,
Goodwill
like,
and Salvation are great.
Yeah.
You can always find stuff.
Especially for like glassware and like, if you do any food photography.
We always try to go by at some point, every now and then just to kind of check if there's anything new.
Because then you're not getting like the same thing that like everyone else has. Yeah. There's a lot of unique stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hi, Mario. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
We're working on this fun pun image called Icicle. Icicle. We love it. We see it.
So since we're doing a little bit of like extra pushes here, I'm gonna make, since we have like just one eye, I'm gonna make it like
one eye.
Yeah, one eye. I'm gonna make it like really pop with the dodge and burn.
Okay.
Yeah. To get in those highlights.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's already coming.
Yeah.
Getting brightened up.
Yeah, and you can kind of use like the idea of like a sphere, how it's like shading, and just like think about it that way. So come in with the darker, with the burn around the edges, around the pupil, and just give it a lot of extra dimension, especially since that's what we're kind of like focusing on in the picture.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And you can always like sharpen eyes. Eyes are so fun. Like, especially if you're doing like other people's eyes. There's so many different like flecks and stuff that you can pick up with the tools in here. Really push that.
You can really go crazy. I mean, we just saw you add eyeshadow and also, add like more lashes and and then when you get into the color inside the eye, the actual eye, it's like super fun too.
Yeah.
Tim's like, so you're eyeballing this?
Oh.
That's a good one. Oh, greetings from Ecuador, says Christian.
Oh, hello.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is fun.
Thanks for joining us. Doing a little bit of retouching of the eye and the skin.
I believe it's hard to remember like far back, but I'm pretty sure I painted on some more
of the color.
Yeah, just like the eyeshadow.
Nice.
Yeah, and this is just super light opacity brush.
Oh yeah, that helps like kind of fill it in.
Yeah, just make everything a little bit smoother. Same with like skin tone, just keep like eye dropping. Colors.
Yeah. It's such a good color too, that like icy.
Oh
blue.
Yeah. I like that.
Oh yeah, and in the other image you ended up changing your nails too, huh?
I did. Oh, let's do that. Yeah. Let's see.
That's so fun.
Yeah. I like to have my nails match like the whole image,
like the
but
image,
I'm not trying to paint my nails every single day.
Yeah.
So we're gonna Photoshop it.
That's the best.
Yes.
Thanks, Photoshop.
We can try, since it is like the only magenta thing, we can try the magenta and the hue saturation.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's colorize this. Nope.
You're like,
no.
nothing.
Yeah. A lot of times when you have like a really strong magenta, it helps to lighten it and then desaturate it a little bit and then apply a color.
Okay.
So I think that's what I'm gonna try here.
Cool.
And I believe they were blue.
Ooh, Tim says you can customize the magenta color selection.
Oh, okay. Love that tip.
Oh, got it. He says to use the sliders between the two rainbow strips.
Oh, these ones?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I always never knew what those were
Neither.
supposed to be for.
Yeah. I thought that they were just like showing me the color options.
Yeah.
So this is just normal blending mode right now, and then we're gonna do so many options.
Ooh. Yeah, it's
and
always
forth
like
between hue
it's
and
interesting.
color.
You always have to go back and forth between like the blending
Yeah.
mist to see like which one will work.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's do this, and then I'm just gonna throw a lot of layers in here, and then make a new folder for nails so we know.
Perfect. And let's actually come back to this because it's time to do our design feedback. So yeah, we're gonna head over to Discord. I am just gonna refresh this real quick just to make sure. So today's challenge was to create a pattern or a texture using the Define Pattern tool. Thanks to Voodoo for giving us that challenge. Her challenges are always so fun and
yesterday
creative.
was cute.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look. I'll just kind of put this over here next to
yeah.
you. Okay, so Miss Rosemary, ooh, she's hopped in the chat, so hopefully you're still in here.
Yeah.
Try to do a spacey one from scratch and add my so-called badge that will continue to edit and get it right. I'm going to start over until I do it. Ooh.
Oh, a new one.
A new one. Okay, well, we'll start with this one first and then we'll go to J. Lewis. Okay, cool. Fun little texture over here. There's like a lot of green.
Yeah.
And then I think this is the badge from yesterday's challenge. So that's cool that you kind of combined
Cool.
both. I feel like I hopped in earlier and I saw that there's more people that submitted after our
from
stream
yesterday.
too.
Oh wow. Oh wow. There were a lot.
So there's a lot. Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
But definitely fun little patterns over here.
Yeah.
And all the stars.
I like the colors on the stars. It's giving me like cosmic bowling vibes or like
Yeah, actually you're right.
rink.
Yeah,
I love
roller
it.
rink
Yeah, it's
vibes
really
or-
cool.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
And I wonder if A Star Is Born is from like the
The movie.
it's from the movie, maybe? Potentially? I don't know. But I like it. It's fun. And there's a little texture on the badge too, which is cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Applying all the things.
Yeah.
And then here's a quick draft for challenge 3 using the preset brush. Ooh, okay.
Okay, cool.
So then here it is applying kind of like the pattern over and over again.
Nice.
I like this, like kind of these two colors together. It's like a dark purple and a magenta.
Yeah, that's a good combo.
I like that combo. Cool. Thank you, Miss Rosemary.
Thank you.
All right, and then this one's the one that somebody just entered in right now.
Yeah, let's check this
It's from J. Lewis. So this is a cool looking badge, it kind of seems like.
Yeah. Got a little, is that a lightsaber?
That looks like a lightsaber to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like this kind of gravelly texture though. This is like fun. It's like pattern.
Yeah.
And then I love this little like, I don't know.
like little rivets
stamp.
or
Yeah, rivets, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool touch. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what this guy is. You never know with like space stuff. Or,
Right,
like,
yeah.
But, and I also see a little badge here.
Cool.
It's
Oh yeah,
cute.
tiny
A
badge.
little tiny
Cute.
badge. Little BB badge.
Cute.
Aw, you're welcome, Rosemary. Thanks for submitting your challenge. Awesome. Well, this looks cool. I mean, I like the two-tone too, like having it kind of more gradient on this side,
Yeah.
but then the kind of gravel texture over here.
Yeah, but it still has shadow on
Exactly.
on the left side too.
Yeah,
It's
and it
cool.
goes from kind of light to dark, so that's cool. A little dimension here.
Yeah. Good job.
I'd love to know what this is.
Yeah.
Let us know. I'm like, I don't quite know, but
Yeah.
it's cool anyway. Okay. Let's see. All right, so this is from Clever Devlin. Let's see. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
I'm not even gonna try, honestly.
Yeah, I
know.
But it kind of looks like some sort of squid
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But I could see that you applied your beveling and embossing from yesterday.
Oh,
To this,
yeah,
so
that's cool.
And then even on the actual text is here as well a little bit. It's
you're right.
not as like obvious, but you can definitely see that it's a little raised.
Yeah.
But I love this little fun pattern back here too.
Cool. Yeah.
And a gradient that kind of starts from
Yeah, it's like
the
glowing.
middle. It's like glowing.
Yeah.
And the color scheme is just super fun. So
Yeah.
very cool. I like that you have both challenges kind of merged together here.
Yeah. It's a nice mashup.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Clever Devlin. Okay, and this one's from Jared. Whoa!
Those little faces.
Oh
in
my
there.
gosh! Oh my god! I think this is Voodoo Val's face.
Oh, is it? Oh my gosh.
It's always so funny to see like kind of like people's
Her pop
faces.
up,
Yep, her
yeah.
pop up. Just I'm pretty sure that's her.
Yeah.
But that's cool. That
is
kind of
cool.
reminds me of like those. Do you remember those things as a kid where like you look through?
And you
is
twist
it. What,
it.
a kaleidoscope?
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
kaleidoscope.
Yeah, and there's little like glass pieces in
Yes,
there.
yes.
Yeah,
it's
those
kinda,
are cool.
This is the vibes that I'm getting.
Yeah,
right
I like that.
now. But love the colors. And all the
Voodoo
different
Val was
patterns.
inside of a kaleidoscope.
Yeah, Voodoo Val inside of a kaleidoscope. I
like
love it. I dig it. So fun.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely love the colors, and I like that even like her kind of face like matches the color
It does
aesthetic of
kind of,
everything
yeah,
else, too.
yeah.
So, great job.
Awesome.
I dig it. Thank you, Jared. Ooh, okay. So this is from NBR Alonso, a pic space collage with the amazing host Voodoo Val, inspired by Ariana Grande song God is Woman.
Okay.
By the way, I love this sci-fi theme. Ooh,
This is very
okay.
nice.
This
I like
is
this.
super cool.
Yeah.
I dig it. It's very spacey.
Yeah.
And I like that it's inspired by Ariana Grande because she's like a fave of mine.
Yeah.
For sure. So super cool. And I love that you kind of,
Gave
kind of
her,
what we were,
like, yeah, gave her
we were
some
working on
makeup.
eyeshadow today.
Yeah.
So
it's very like Ariana Grande, like
it's very,
cat eye
yeah, that
wing.
cat eye.
Yeah, that's cool.
And even the pulled back hair because you know she always has her hair back.
Yep, gotta have that ponytail.
Super fun.
Cool.
Yeah, fun
I like the
little
backgrounds.
textures.
Yeah.
Yeah, love to see how you'd play with it more or add more things. Maybe more textures inside some of the, like the white hair and the rings and stuff.
Push it a little, yeah.
Push a little, play around with it.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, super fun.
Love it.
Thank you, NBR Alonso. Okay, and this is from Sean. Challenge 3. I used a vector I created using Capture. Ooh, Adobe Capture. Hopefully I think that's what you're talking about.
Okay.
And turned it into a pattern. Background is a noise gradient set to diamond.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Ooh, okay. This is fun.
Cool. Little faces.
This is a really cool badge.
Yeah, that is cool.
It's like a different, I like this little kind of thing
yeah.
going in. And then I think, what did he say? Let's see.
There's a noise.
Used a vector I created using a capture and turned it into a pattern. Okay, got it. I wonder what.
So that's the
where it's from.
faces?
So the faces, I think.
Okay,
yeah,
okay, I
that's
see.
super cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, very feminine. I get some like feminine energy.
Yeah, some like Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah, exactly. But love it. You use your beveling and embossing perfectly. And then, yeah, definitely made a pattern there. So I give it an A+.
Love.
Cool. Okay. And then we'll just take a look at a couple more from yesterday's challenge as well.
Oh, yeah, I don't recognize those.
Cool. Yeah, I know.
These are new
There's so many
guys,
people
yeah.
who submitted too.
Oh,
So this
wow.
is from Carla. Ooh, I really love this spacey texture inside the actual space badge as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is super cool.
Cool.
And it's
I like
like a
the
little
plain
neon.
is like a little abstracted, like the swirl
Yeah.
inside. It's not like too detailed. Just
mhm.
enough. I like that.
Yeah, it's super pretty.
Cool.
Very fun. And this little neon border as well. It's like
Oh
cute.
yeah.
Mm.
Super cute.
But yeah, I can definitely see your beveling and embossing as well. So
Yeah, that's a good
Great
one
job.
for that.
mhm.
Cool.
Super neat. Okay. And then this is from Lynn. I tried taking a pic of metallic on Capture. It went into my libraries, but did not come into my document. Don't know why. Usually this works. Grr. Hopefully we can figure that out for you somehow. But
troubleshooting.
yeah, have you ever used Adobe Capture?
I don't believe
I just
have.
downloaded it, or I downloaded it pretty recently and been playing around with it. And it's
Yeah.
been fun to like be able to capture like colors out of an image. So like I feel like my desk and I like have this artwork on there. So I'll like take a picture using the app and I can pull colors from that artwork so that I can like when I'm styling.
Yeah.
So it's
have a
like
little
helpful
palette. Oh,
as
that's
a
so neat.
palette.
Yeah,
it's
that's
super
so
cool.
neat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. This is fun, Lynn. Good job on the badge.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's 3D. I've got that, you know,
Yeah.
got it down.
Yeah.
This little star. Love to see you play with it more. Maybe add some text or other things
Yeah.
to help you out. Oh, and then cool. This little gradient in the back as well is fun.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Lynn. Ooh.
Star.
Okay. Oh yeah. So this is like kind of earlier. A star was born from
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
that. Ooh. Yeah, I remember this one. I think we did see this one yesterday.
Oh, is this like a crop?
Yeah, it's a cropped one of it from yesterday.
Okay,
but
cool.
let me see. I think it was from Waldo. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Let me see. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
This is so
Oh,
fun.
you're the fire
Carla.
hydrant. That's really
Carla, I'm obsessed.
cute.
This is so cute. Oh my god. I need this.
I wish dogs were that big in real life.
I know.
Can you imagine?
So cute. I mean, I know.
Maybe it might not be a good
Maybe
thing.
it might not be a
it's
good
pretty cute.
Oh my gosh. But very fun.
cute.
I love that it's the fire hydrant.
It's
That's
like a planet.
A planet.
Yeah, that's really fun.
So cute.
And he's loving it.
I love that the color correction too. It kind of all goes in this. It's in the
Yeah.
same space.
Yeah,
Same
same
space.
space.
Yes. It's living in the same space.
Yes.
We're obsessed.
Awesome.
Great job, Chrome. Okay, and then here, let's see. Oh, I think Tim was offering some feedback. I think this one's from Tan. But this is fun. Starship Wolfmans. I don't know what that means, but
Yeah.
we dig it.
Like that little swirly wolf in there. Cool.
Oh yeah, I think maybe this is Tim's little like edits and stuff. So Tim's always in there giving feedback, you guys. So definitely it's a good idea to always submit your challenges, even if we don't get to them during the stream, because you know someone's always gonna give feedback, and it's always
super helpful feedback. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Cool. Ooh, okay. This one's from Susan Holt. I love this background that you put it on.
Cool.
And I see you've done your beveling and embossing.
Yes.
I would love to see maybe these little stars kind of in the technique that you used, where you like did the Gaussian blur to make it more like
like a few of them are back in the background.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
That's cool.
That's super fun.
I like that.
Yeah, and I like the colors back here too.
Yeah, very like moody.
I'd be curious to see some more things added to the space badge too.
Yeah,
something,
maybe some kind of star inside.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Text or maybe your name or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, something to add.
A little something.
Yeah. Thanks for submitting, Susan. Ooh, okay. This one's from Luke Smith.
Okay.
I love this.
Oh, it's like stone, like marble.
Yeah, it's like marble.
Your
It's like
laptop.
my laptop, you guys. That's awesome.
So cute.
We're twins. No, this is a really cool shape. I love
that is
it.
cool.
Yeah, and it's very kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I'm in a different world or something. Like just very.
Yeah, like that plane.
Yeah, this plane. I love like how it's like leading my eye like across the image.
It's very like weirdly soothing. Like
it is really soothing.
Very
you know
calm
what actually this reminds me of? You know those like those gua sha like stones that people use to like on their face to like circulate, you know, or like to
they're like
circulation.
Stones.
Yeah, they're flat stones, and they kind of have like a similar shape.
Yeah.
And they're meant for like skincare, basically.
Yeah, I haven't done that.
Yeah, it's super fun. Kind of like, I mean, it's the same concept as like jade rollers.
The jade roller. Oh, okay, yeah.
But looks like a gua sha.
That's cool.
Little stone. So very fun. Cool. Okay, and then here's from NBR Alonso. Thank you again for submitting. Ooh, I like the star. I like the star.
It's a cute star. Yeah. It's got some good highlights in there too with the.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, the bubbling. Yeah.
I like this too because it just like adds a more dimension when there's something inside the actual badge too.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe anyone who submitted the badge, just like, you know, simply maybe try adding some more things inside of it or something on
even
it.
something like simple.
Yeah,
like
something
that.
simple, like a shape. Yeah, absolutely.
Super cool.
Yeah, super fun. Thank you, NBR Alonso. Oh yeah, this one was from Tan that we saw.
Okay.
Definitely. Super cool.
Got some feedback.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, thank you guys so much for submitting. I think we've gone through a good amount today.
Yeah.
Keep submitting those challenges though, because of course, you know, other people are always helpful in terms of giving feedback on Discord. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. And we'll get right back into it.
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
So we're working on the nails.
Yes, we're touching up those nails. All right, here. So this is the hue layer.
And you're trying to match it closer to more of that like lipstick color.
Yeah, let's make it a little blue.
A little bluer.
Yeah, we started with magenta and it's
Right,
just
it
not
is.
vibing. Yeah, it's a little too much. So let's adjust this level. Let's see. Right, there we go. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's already looking better.
Yeah, even lighten that up a little bit. Yeah.
Fun.
go in and mask that out.
Yeah.
It's coming in.
Into the skin.
Yeah.
But it's so easy. It's like so simple to like just, you know, change something. And it just like, even though it's like such a small part of the image, it like makes it better.
Yeah, because if we were to leave it would just stand out so much, and you'd be like, wait, no,
I wasn't go with it.
Yeah, what's going on? Especially when you like spend so much time on the rest of it, and then you're like,
you just like leave it out. Like,
then like,
no.
really? Yeah.
Yeah. And no one will ever know that you had magenta nails.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, no one's gonna argue with you. At least we hope not.
Yeah. Let's do a little bit of hand editing.
Okay.
'Cause I do use my hands in a lot of photos, and I get a lot of questions about that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I like to do the same technique of dodge and burn.
Okay.
Making your hands look like shiny, kind of on the knuckles and
love that.
Yeah, just like you're very moisturized.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's just like tiny little strokes, you know.
Yeah, tiny strokes, low exposure, 5%. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
already
another
looking.
thing, hands are so tricky too because I don't know, they easily look weird.
Yeah.
And there's a lot
Oh
of
my God,
stuff
I know.
going on. Yeah, like
We
the
always
veins.
like anytime we're shooting, it's like, you know, usually it's Ellie that has like that's using her hand in the shots
Right,
and stuff,
yeah.
and then she's just like, my hand looks weird. I don't
Yeah.
know, and like we have to like literally shake hands and
Yeah,
just
you
like
do,
be
you have
like,
to
okay,
shake it, yeah.
relax. What seems like would be normal, or like
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
just
It's like a
start
fine
over.
line between like wanting it to look appealing or like look good, but then also like not be such an awkward position.
Yeah, my favorite technique is like to not like extend your fingers so much, but to like think about them like they're being like held up like a little marionette kind of like very like gracefully.
very like light.
Yeah,
just
so they're
kinda,
like drooping a little bit.
Yeah,
So they're
okay,
not
that
like
makes sense.
grabbing stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost like it's being lifted by something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's smart. That's a good way to think about it.
Thank you.
Good tip. Good tip.
Yeah. So for the veins, sometimes they are a little bit crazier. These aren't so bad, but I like to clone stamp them out at a lower opacity than normal.
Okay.
Usually probably about like 25. And kind of bring that in here and just smooth it out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just little bits.
Yeah. That's another one of those times when like if you're noticing your veins are getting like super veiny, just kind of like shake it off.
Yeah.
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 I always, anytime like I see some, like, especially if I'm shooting like somebody, a model or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm always like, okay, relax. And you can immediately tell that they're just like, you know.
Yeah, because it's stressful. Like you want to like be doing a good job, but then if you overthink it, it shows. So
it shows
easily. Yeah.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's always so hard to retouch later too. Like any like super strained looking
The veins,
or like anything that looks a little.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that looks fun.
Yeah.
I just love that you did that with hot glue. That's so impressive. Did you immediately know that you were going to use hot glue for this, or were you like thinking about any other ways to execute
You know
it?
what? Oh, you know what? I didn't. At first, I was gonna make it out of little clear plastic beads, like those like acrylic ones.
Yes.
Yeah, and I even bought like a silicone mold of little like it's for cakes, but it was for like dripping.
Like dripping. Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
and I
okay.
was gonna melt them in the oven. It's probably like really bad, like plastic fumes, but
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. That's like health.
yeah, I think that's ultimately why I didn't do it. But I bought all the materials, so.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
Yeah. So this was plan B, but
It's
it
so
worked
crazy,
out.
like how you kind of go through these things and like an idea that you think is so like smart at first, it ends up being like, oh yeah, that's definitely not gonna work, and you won't know until you like.
Until you try
Until you start trying
or
it.
if you have, I'm sure it's helpful for you with your business partner to like have someone to bounce ideas off
Yes,
of. Like when you
yes.
tell them, I'm thinking of doing this, and they're like, wait, why can't
yeah,
you just do it this easier
way.
way?
Yeah,
And it's something
absolutely.
you never thought of.
Yeah.
Happens
Always
a lot.
thinking of you know, it is definitely nice to bounce back ideas and or like sometimes, you know, sometimes I like have an idea and then she'll stop me and be like, but like maybe let's try this way just in case it works, and then, you know, your way maybe like,
right.
You know. Yeah, it's always just, I mean, of course you try it. Everything you try. It's all trial and error.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when one idea doesn't work, then you move on to the next one, you know?
Yeah.
You do
totally.
Either one. Yeah. Janeric's like, is this an album cover for Lady Burr Burr?
Oh.
That's cute. Diego says, Lizzie, how do you take very nice photos?
Oh, well, thank you. It's all, I would say lighting is like the big factor. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. And you don't have to like go out and invest in like expensive lights if you don't want to. Like the sunlight is great. It's not always reliable. It's not always going to be sunny.
It's always changing.
Yeah, but if you want to play around and like try different times of the day, you know, there's better times. Or you guys have like golden hour here, a magic hour or something.
Yes, golden hour.
Right before the sun
right
sets,
before sunset.
everything's warm and
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Phil says a turquoise and orange hair really work well together.
Oh, thank you.
Super fun. Yeah, lighting is for sure everything.
Yes.
Can make a break. And like any, you know, different kind of lighting styles is okay too. You know, there's so many different ways to shoot something or to light something.
Yeah, and soft boxes and all that. Yeah. So a lot of good options out there. Yeah.
Diego's asking, what camera do you use?
I use, well, this was actually an older camera, but right now I use a Nikon D850.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This one was, I think, like the 350 or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like don't know anything about Nikon. I'm like,
oh, really?
Are
you Canon?
I'm a Canon person.
Yeah. Okay.
I've always been interested though, and you know.
Yeah, I know. What is like the major difference?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, because I know some people like very steadfastly.
Yeah, you either pick one or the other.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like at this point, like the two companies are just like always going to be improving the camera more and more. Like they're both really good, you know.
Right.
They're just, and like whether they're competing or not, it like, you know, they're just both really good cameras. Like, and it's really at the end of the day, it's not so much about your equipment. It's like
it's really
your concepts and how you shoot things. It's you, right? Like you're not gonna tell a photographer like, oh, your camera takes really great photos,
right?
Or you're not gonna tell, you know, a baker like, oh, your oven makes really good bakes really great pies.
Good job,
you know,
oven.
like no, it's like the person, you know.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, now even like phones take such good photos.
Oh, 100%.
And like you can't, for my knowledge, you can't do it in RAW, but I've still taken like my iPhone photos sometimes and put them into Photoshop, and you can do a lot of adjustments.
You can definitely do a lot.
Yeah.
And I think actually, speaking of RAW on the phone, I think the newer phones can have RAW abilities through the I think through the Photoshop, the PS Express app, maybe.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, definitely one of the Adobe apps you're able to capture. Yeah,
that's
which
nuts.
is kind of crazy. Yeah, Tim, you can take iPhone photos in RAW, which is insane. I know, we're moving so fast. I know, and Photoshop released like Photoshop on the iPad and like Lightroom on the iPad. So there's like a lot of mobile things happening.
Yeah.
Which is all very interesting and so wild for our times. I mean,
and that's nice. You don't have to have like a whole setup of like a monitor and like you don't have to go out and buy all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So really like you can have access to a lot of things, you know.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a laptop. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
cool.
sure. Well, we're wrapping up in a little bit. Any last minute questions for Lizzie would be great.
Yeah, pop those in.
Yeah, and she's pretty much almost, getting there. Except the background, right? The background probably
Oh, the background, yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, so crazy.
I know. So I'm trying to remember where this background is from.
I love that it's like this furry thing.
Yeah, it's like a IKEA like rug.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
So
fun. And have you posted this image before by any chance?
I have.
Okay.
Yes, this is on my Instagram. You're gonna have to scroll a while back.
A little while back? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Because then at least people can see, because we might not be able to finish in the next minute or so. But
yeah.
But definitely make sure to check that out, you guys.
Yeah.
And go follow Lizzie. She is amazing. Go check out her
Love
website. But yeah, with that being said, we are at the end of our 2-day live stream. So we are so happy that you got to watch her do her process and edit her photos, her pen photography. So make sure to go follow all her social media accounts. She posts, her work there. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, stick around for all the rest of the streams today.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.